Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and after 2 very short weeks in game and 5 very long days in real life, we finally made it to the end of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Having collected every single last bit of food there is to grab on this planet, we are completely finished with everything, and on top of that, with 0 Pikmin casualties. Which leads us to our next area, the Formidable Oak, which the game places emphasis on you returning to multiple times, but if we play our cards just right, we might be able to get out of this today. So without further ado, let's do it. So, Captain Olimar's signal is coming from somewhere inside that massive wooden tower? According to Louis, yeah. Well, we can't afford to waste any time. Onward. No, we cannot. We are going to need every second of it and a huge amount of luck. So, I've been tinkering with my numbers, and I'm not entirely sure what would be the best, but keep in mind that at the end of the area, you do have a chance to rearrange your Pikmin, so you are going to probably need every single type of these guys in some scenario. There are multiple ways of taking exits and shortcuts and things, but we are going to go with 25 and 25 for these two. 20 yellows, which you are going to have to conduct electricity. You are going to have to, you know, break crystals, and with reds I guess we don't really need as much, but that'll still be good. So we'll stick with those numbers and let's go and head on up, because this is gonna be a bumpy ride. We're gonna go fast, man, and if this seems like the most hectic day we'll have had yet, then so be it. It's probably the truth, but we're gonna see some pretty disturbing things, and this area is bound to give you anxiety. Sweet Jesus, Captain Olimar, he's out cold. What's that thing doing to him? I have no idea. We need to talk to him, though. Yeah, let's hurry and bring him back to the Drake. Alright, well, without further ado. Did you see that? That thing ate Olimar? But maybe we can save him if we defeat it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Plasm Wraith. It's working. Alright, let's save him. The Pikmin are behaving strangely. It seems they don't know which way to go. Someone had better show them the way. Brittany? I'll take care of it. Come on, Pikmin, to the SS Drake. So, for the first time and only time in the game, Brittany's gonna have a flag which specific Pikmin that are, you know, emboldened to Olimar are going to continuously follow her. But we can't ride the geyser up while carrying him, so we're gonna have to go somewhere completely different. So, command the Pikmin carrying Captain Olimar. And the order of responsibility is Brittany, Charlie, and Alf. So obviously we are, in case something happens to Brittany, but she's gonna go run ahead, and this is where our horrors await, because this place is massive. What is that? Could this be an ally of the creature we just battled? I think it's more than just an ally. It has the exact signal. Does that mean this life form is invincible? I don't know, but we best make our way out of here, stat. Right, emergency retreat, but we mustn't forget about Brittany. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I present the mysterious life form. It's completely invincible when it's transparent, and if any of your Pikmin happen to get gutsy and get themselves absorbed by this thing, we can still save them by calling the whistle. But you want to be careful, because this guy exudes characteristics of 4 elements that we've experienced over the game. So what we need to do is cheese it the hell out of here. Luckily for us, the only thing that matters to this guy is Captain Olimar. So we need to keep him out of his grasp at all costs, and we will be fine. But this is going to be a extremely anxiety-ridden excursion through this tragic labyrinth known as the Termite Hill. So we're gonna head over here, and I put more winged Pikmin on those guys to make life a little bit easier for us. And we're gonna head over here and start destroying some things. Something you might immediately notice is that, well, when we kill them, they're not exactly gonna be as you would expect. They turn into some weird material, and it might not work out for us, but let's go ahead and be careful. We're gonna get some notice as to when he starts approaching Olimar. So I'm gonna have Brittany sort of just hang out separately from everyone else. And while they destroy this, perfect, we can go ahead and run over here and take these guys out, and done. So we're gonna keep on going because what we're really trying to do is create as much distance between us and the mysterious life form as we can. So with you, we'll just keep going, and of course the winged Pikmin are going to lag slightly behind, but you don't want to get too far ahead because this guy is a cheater. He will go over, non-accessible terrain just to get at you. So you want to make sure that you're at least a little bit lagging behind, and just not enough to the point where everything sucks. So our first instance of the watery blowhog of all places, and it's kind of interesting because it's kind of useless, but it's fine. So we take him out, nice, and we're just here to kill everything. We got plenty of the drink, so we're fine. But with you, I just want to make sure we get you. Nice. All right, you guys are gonna start working on that, whereas we're gonna head over here, bust into that, and you guys can work on that. Rest of you can probably also go in there, just in case, because we do need to finish a bridge. And where is he? Okay, so he is taking the correct path. That is good. All right. So they finished the first half, and so I'm gonna go ahead and build a shortcut. Like I mentioned before, this game places a pretty big emphasis on revisiting this area over the course of multiple days. And in doing so, it gets easier each time you create a shortcut for yourself. So I'm gonna take you and not get caught. Oof. You wanna be careful. It's not game over if Olimar gets caught, but it's definitely not a fun time for anybody. There are a couple of swooping snitch bugs over here, and I'm going to avoid them if I can. And I'm just gonna have you walk over here for a second. And there was like, what, 20 tiles in here maybe? So I'm just hoping that we don't have any sort of... go, get them all. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on going. I think they will all get out by the time I want them to, so let's go over here. No, don't break it, even though it might have the ultra spicy. We're still fine. All right, so she's down there. We're gonna grab these guys. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna go and do this thing. Hopefully she doesn't get caught in the 3 seconds it takes to kill this guy. Get him. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna use this to our advantage. He is gonna start getting faster and faster, so you want to be very careful. But I'm gonna head inside the dark cave with my 25 blue Pikmin, and I'm gonna put Olimar on a mission. But first, let's make sure we're definitely out of the way. Head over here and not get too ahead of ourselves. So I'm gonna dismiss you guys, and we're gonna start building a bridge. And we can just skip on across here because we have our water Pikmin, and get started on this. Now, Charlie, I'm gonna have you take these guys, and we're gonna walk over here just in case things start getting hairy. We do want a loop for Brittany to have, just in case we need to lure him in here and run away, because this is the last area before we exit. So we're probably fine with that. Because we have the winged Pikmin, we'll be okay. But I'm gonna have you probably just like wait right here. Because once once Alpha is done with his thing, we're gonna run somewhere else real quick. So they're building that. Wait, which they come from over here, right? Here we go. All right. Yep, I know. Okay, so I might be, ooh. That music, man. Okay. This is what I have to do. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. Cheese it. Okay. I could try the loop again, but we really need to get out of here, so I'm hoping to finish this part right here. All right. Adolf, you need to go over here and finish everything off. So there you go. 25. I'm gonna meet you at the bridge, and that way we don't have to do a loop in here. I'd really like to get out of here soon. So everyone can go and join together. And we'll go and do this. Start by lighting up the place, making it feel just a little more homely. And hopefully by the time she gets up here, we can finish this portion as well. We just want to make sure Pikmin don't just fall off the edge, you know, which is very annoying here in this particular area where, uh-oh, I really hope I didn't grab her. I grabbed her. God damn it. I did not want to grab. All right, so you go over there. I still need you, and we need this yellow. Okay, so we light this up. We create another pathway, and with her in the way, that's gonna be bad. It's gonna be so bad. We need to toss a captain over here along with 10 more. So I hear them. Come on, come on. There you go. All right, there we go. You can go and do this thing. I'm gonna run there, grab that. And now we are set to go. I think I will actually take Brittany and we will make our way across. Hopefully he doesn't follow us up here because that would be really bad, right? So let's go this way and just be on the safe side because he's right there. He is right there. Okay, he's not coming up the side. I'm gonna go ahead and just toss that just in case. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go. Don't get caught. Don't go in there. Don't you dare go in the hole and leave me behind. We should be able to tear that down in a matter of seconds and then make our way outside before midday, which is good for us. No Pikmin left behind. No Pikmin left behind. All right, we're good. All right, so without further ado, it is time for us to cheese it. And whatever you do, I highly suggest you ignore that clipboard because if you try to lift it, use that as a shortcut up here, all of your Pikmin will go flying. So although it's hilarious, you will probably lose. Now, this area might actually look a little bit familiar if you didn't just run straight over to Olimar right out of the gate. And this is the arena that takes us directly back to the Onion. And this is great that we were able to get here before Olimar left, which means we actually have a chance to deposit everybody and bring in our special forces unit that is going to help us take out the Plasm Wraith once and for all. So I'm actually going to be taking 60 of these rock guys, and eventually we will use some of the other ones. But for now, this will be our primary source of brute strength, and by the time Olimar steps outside, a cutscene will begin. Or at least it should. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have the final fight against the Plasm Wraith. So we're going to set all of our rock Pikmin on there. And because we still have a couple of these winged guys with us, we're actually going to go ahead and get them as far out of this battle as we possibly can. Because this boss has the potential to do a ton of devastating attacks, starting with that pincer move. So we're going to be really diligent with all of the elements these guys are going to be experiencing. So any of this goop that you see him exude works very similarly to how we've seen bosses that regenerate health over time in other games sort of act the same way. So for example, the rubber band boss, you know, you destroy the rubber bands and anything that he doesn't get back stays lost in his health. Otherwise he regenerates it. So I find it's good to just dismiss your Pikmin near large piles of it, or you can just toss them on there and they will immediately attack. So Brittany's having a little bit of trouble here, which is not good, but as long as we avoid that pincer piercing move, I think we'll be okay, because that'll be instant death. Now, occasionally, after he's done about a fourth of his health, he's gonna spit out a specific element, either being water, fire, like a crystal or electricity. And so obviously for the water you want to be very careful for, but this is why we have all of our other captains sort of in a different spot, so that if things get a little hairy, we'll be able to have another level of special forces units sort of working with these cubes while we have the Plasm Wraith sort of distracted with others, which is not good to get knocked out by that either. So we'll just have to avoid it, and after a certain amount of time, obviously that spear will disappear. But this is a fantastic opportunity to just go to town with your ultra spicy So if we just keep on doing this, I think we'll be okay, so long as we get lucky, because this is entirely random as to what elements he will attack with. So electricity isn't very good. Now with fire, we can at least deal with whistling the Pikmin out of the lava it engulfs itself in. But with the electricity, we can just toss a couple on there, and then there you go. After a little bit of time, though, he will suck in that matter back into his body, thus regaining his health. We don't want that, so that will definitely be something to look forward to, but we gotta be careful. We gotta look at that 79, man, and hope we don't lose anybody here. So if you guys would be kind as to take this one out, we might be alright. I wish I had used my spicy there, because generally, because we have so much of it, it is nice to have them react quicker to your whistle and not running around like maniacs. But if we're lucky, we might be able to get this in under half a day. I'm not entirely confident, but we just have to get some decent elements here out of his attacks and hope that he doesn't fly up in the air like that and knock us out, because it's really annoying, obviously. But we'll go over here, and with good intents and privileges, there we go. Nice, nice. And it's also hilarious. Sometimes if they get too fired up, they just go flying. It's weird because I don't think the original Pikmin 3 ever had that issue of people just, or Pikmin just flying up in the air. But what do we got here? Oh, man, we're kind of getting unlucky. We haven't seen a single crystal yet. Those guys will just kind of crush your guys, but it's not very fun. All right, take care of this, and we'll grab the data file. Perfect. So in the beginning, where we first discovered Olimar, there was like a hill that we could burrow our Pikmin into, and that would give us a secret file, but I have a feeling we wouldn't have enough time for that. Now this guy in his fire, that's bold, my man. It's actually not terrible, because at least we get to do more of his health this way. And every charge that we do on the Plasm Wraith himself is good for us, because more chunks of his being do come flying out. So that's nice for us, but when you start sending out multiples of these things, that's where I start getting really nervous. So let's just focus, get everyone away, make sure your captain doesn't get knocked out, and if we're lucky, we might be able to do more with these other guys. And I just want to be really careful with how we do this, because time will be of the essence, and if we can just get him away from these other sort of, yeah, there we go, then we'll be fine. But he's got like a pretty decently low amount of health, so we might actually do it. Okay, so you're doing this now. All right, we're almost there. So, okay, just go crazy there, man. Shoot. All right, well, we can always distract with one and then come in from behind with the special forces. So if we do this and hurry ourselves up, we might be all right. I just hate that it's everything but what we wanted. So you guys need to be very careful and not be jerks. Okay, so you wait over here, and now we're gonna go and take care of this and also get our asses knocked out, apparently. This guy is a jerk, and this is why you really do want to have just like regular numbers of rock Pikmin and not any other kind, because they will just pierce them out over and over until your numbers are no more. But this is good. This is good. This is actually a very good sign. Just take it all out. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Here we go. Here we go. A spot of good luck for once, although I'm just gonna go and completely squander it. So let's go ahead and take that out. And your friend, perhaps. Here we go. So you can't actually charge into these crystals to any decent effect, I've noticed. So try to avoid that, and we'll go and do this once more. And if we've actually done enough damage, this is not good, we will be able to just start doing damage to him to levels that are beyond his survival capabilities. I don't know what to say. This is kind of a rough match, and I'm about to die with Alf. That's not good. All right, come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. Here we go. Come on. Come on. It's losing steam. Okay, that's a good sign. Just do it. Finish him. Oh, no, 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 dude. Why are you going up in the air like that, man? Oh, my God. Are we going to miss this? Are we just barely going to miss this? Come on. I'm ready. Let's finish this thing, man. You are nearly there. No, the timer. No, he's gone. He's good. We got him. We got him.
Voilà. Apparaissent-ils? 네, 옆에 보이마. 나는 누스스 스스로를. 야마카테스 이름표 소화라기도. 나는 누스스를 스스. 민과테스테네 소호.
부대 실고 없도록.
어스파, 누가 너네 주변?
Повторяйте Есть чувствую 급발하는 물 그렇게 뱉던 돌아. 한물.
법란 얼마? 아스이, 주라이 왔더니? 그 답대, 땀땀을 따라? 영몸, 밥을 해? 또 요리니? 만타바티? 와이티 만티크 좀 봤나? 네.
자, 파. Pikmin. 공부는 베레비. 베레비 몸 대비자. 피크민. 파. 부탁. 좀.
나. What the good?
유교엔 스코티움은 속 메카노만 라.
알아? 그 욕을 쓰고 호, 주사해.
카프페 접쇼스 박지. 박지가.
And so the intrepid explorers successfully complete their mission. After securing a bountiful supply of edible matter and learning the valuable lessons of planning and teamwork, the explorers are set to become the saviors of their home planet. Under their guidance, the seeds they've recovered will be used to kick off a sustainable cycle of cultivation and harvesting, thus bringing new life to Kopai. However, one question remains. What was the cause of the accident that sent the SS Drake hurtling to PNF 404's surface? Perhaps it wasn't an accident after all.
And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and thank you so much for joining me on my brief but thorough walkthrough of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Like I've said before, this is a series I hold very near and dear to my heart, even though many would probably argue that it doesn't have any challenge to it, or it's an RTS for babies by Nintendo, but that doesn't really stop it from giving me this really weird sense of anxiety-ridden joy. Well, with everything going on in the world right now, this is the perfect distraction that I needed to more or less keep me sane. Now, if you haven't played any of the other Pikmin games and are looking to potentially getting into one, obviously I would highly recommend this one as well as Pikmin 2, because, you know, that one's a classic. It's almost difficult to go back to those earlier titles though because of how precisely streamlined and convenient this game is, even while I was practicing for this series on the Wii U, which I've been trying to record on and off for the past 5 years or so. The controls and tweaks to all of the AI and the Pikmin behavior really makes it much more accessible than ever before. Plus, it's absolutely gorgeous. Top-notch game that I look forward to playing again in the future. I will take a small break from playing this one. Oof, that was kind of scary, that musical cue in though. Yeah, so eventually I will tackle the Olimar Prologue and Epilogue, which is new to this game, but from what I hear, they're very lackluster and would be really hard to follow up with right away, and it kind of turned me off to any post-game stuff, but maybe sometime in the future, along with some mission mode scenarios. But I've done that all in the past, and it probably wouldn't be difficult to get into right away. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I wasn't expecting it to take 15 parts, but honestly, I would have preferred that over, you know, going back day in and day out and getting only 1 or 2 fruits. It's not necessarily how I enjoy playing this kind of game. But with that being said and done, let's enjoy the rest of this credits and the music that I'm talking over and see what happens. Oh, that was so cute. But for beating the game, we unlocked ultra spicy difficulty, which I will do on my own time, and I'll let you guys know how it is. I don't really like having fewer than 60 Pikmin on the team, but that's okay, I guess. So we've unlocked Olimar's comeback, and like I said, something for the future, maybe. But we've got a final report ahead of us, so let's hope that all of our lovely Pikmins have survived over the course of the time we've spent on planet PNF 404. 17 hours? Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? I left the switch on a couple of times while recording this. I didn't sprout 1,000, which is what I was sort of hoping for, but that's alright. This is all just malarkey and things I will be able to adjust. But thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like my computer is going to explode because the fan is going off, so thank you once again, and I will see you next time for something completely different, maybe even recorded almost a year ago at this point. Ugh. But I hope you enjoyed the ride, and I'll talk to you guys soon.